It has been the Heat's salvation this season. A proving ground, void of empathy and absent excuses, has come to be the place where this team has found its greatest comfort and achieved its most consistent success.
Richardson, kaboom. Oh, he is heated up. Conley, blocked by Whiteside from behind. Good pass. Oh, what a finish by Tyler, who exploded in Memphis to put the Heat up by 15. He missed it. Gobert laid it up after the buzzer. Miami wins the game.
Miami, in the midst of their most significant schedule challenge of the season, the Heat are well aware that the road will be a difficult place to right their wrongs. Their increased confidence away from home, carried back from the most recent West Coast trip, will be put to much more strenuous tests over the next 4 nights. By definition, by default, the road requires a unit, an us against them mentality that by force brings teams together. The road for Miami continues tonight. First stop, Atlanta.
Dragic off to the races. Behind his back, to the lane. Yes. Recruiter in the passing lane with a deflection and steal. Here's Dragic right down the middle. And here comes Whiteside. Nice dish for Dragic. A no-look pass for Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside with a flush and a foul. And a glare at Justin Holiday. Hassan with 4 on the shot clock. Oh my. Bottoms up. Whiteside tipping it, getting it back a second time and scoring, plus a foul. Oh, maximum effort for Whiteside.
Something from the Heat bench would be beneficial, and Tyler Johnson, a man who's produced at times, produced last night. The Heat need more of this. We'll talk Tyler, we'll talk Wayne Ellington as well. John has now become more of a consistent starter for this team because of injuries. And then the man who, I'd say the greatest 2 passers in NBA history, Magic Johnson and John Stockton, a close third, Hassan Whiteside. No? Maybe not?
I'll take the double-double.
One of the most challenging weeks of the season began last night in Miami for the Heat. A hard-fought loss to New York started Miami's only stretch this season of 4 games in 5 nights. Tonight in Atlanta, Georgia, the Heat take on the Hawks, a team that struggled themselves, losing 7 straight games. Welcome, everybody, inside Phillips Arena. Second of 4 meetings this year between these 2 teams. Atlanta won in Miami by 3. We hope you enjoy every bounce and basket of tonight's game right along with us. Miami Heat basketball on Fox Sports Sun, proudly presented by AT&T. On this Wednesday night.
And tonight, they're taking on the Miami Heat. There's a look at Dwight Howard before the game. We get you started with Howard working inside and making the hook shot there. Then Dennis Schroeder with the alley-oop pass, and Howard finishes that one off with the jam. Later, Malcolm Delaney drives and misses, but guess who's there? Dwight Howard, 14 points and 7 rebounds at the half. In the second quarter, Tyler Johnson keeping the Heat around. Johnson makes Taurean Prince fall down from the ball fake and makes the 3. Then Rodney McGruder to Johnson for the 3. He finished the game with 27 points, but Atlanta up by 7 at the break. Hawks push the lead back out in the third quarter. Dennis Schroeder working his way inside for the layup. He had 17 points on the game. Then Paul Millsap pump fakes and drives in for the layup. He had 21 points and 9 rebounds. That's why he's an all-star. Kyle Korver passing to Millsap, and Millsap finishes with a layup. That's why he's an all-star. Later, after the Hawks blew out that 13-point lead, Tyler Johnson trying to bring it back again. Johnson, another 3-pointer here. That cuts the lead down to 7. Then in transition, Goran Dragic lobs it to Johnson for the dunk. Those 27 points, a career high for Johnson. That cut the lead down to 5. And more bad news for Atlanta. Dragic driving and is fouled by Tim Hardaway Jr. Now on the play, Jr. hurts his left knee right there. You see the contact. He would leave and not return. Keep in mind, he was starting the game for an injured Kent Bazemore. So the Atlanta Hawks having some depth issues, but they were able to close it out. Mike Muscala misses. Dabo Cephalosha there for the putback jam. Atlanta goes up by 5, and then Cephalosha lobs it to Howard for the dunk. Big game for Dwight Howard, 23 points, 17 rebounds. Atlanta wins at 103-85.
Come back. Here's tonight's team play of the game presented by Cleveland Clinic, Florida. The Dragon to Tyler John. This is pretty.
I love the vision, and I love how hard. Look how hard Tyler runs, and he gets so quick. He outquicks him.
2 of his career high, 27 points for Tyler Johnson in a loss tonight to the Hawks. Here's what Tyler had to say following the game.
Just the shot making. When he's making shots, I say this over and over again, he's a dynamic player. He's super quick. He can create distance and speed from his defender with his quickness. Look at the jab stuff here.
Breaking legs.
But when he makes that shot there, and this catch and shoot shot here, when he's making shots beyond the 3-point line, and you got to come out and guard him, he is so tough to stay in front of. Look at him running the wing here. You go right up over the top. He's got really lively, fresh legs all the time. He is, a dynamic, athletic player. Look at the block. And just getting into an open area here, Dragic finding him. Again, he's so much more confident taking that shot, whereas in years past, he would have ball faked and tried to drive.
Goran Dragic, speaking of drive, attacking with confidence, playing well. We talked about it in the pre and certainly continued during the game. What did he do tonight, John?
Well, he was steady. Again, he knew he was going to have to score points, and unfortunately, Whiteside was way below what he typically does, and so he started getting more assertive. His fourth quarter, in fact, was very impressive. He and Tyler really got the heat back in it. He had 10 points in the fourth quarter alone of his 21 points. He winds up finishing with 4 assists. He's having to make a lot of decisions with the ball in his hand. A lot of the guys who also help share those ball handling duties or make plays are out of the lineup right now when you look at Winslow, when you look at Waiters.
In Atlanta, if you'd like to catch tonight's game again, tune in at midnight or tomorrow at noon. We replay all of tonight's action presented by your South Florida Honda dealers. It's been a presentation of Fox Sports Sun, your exclusive home for Miami Heat basketball. My partner, John Crotty, the one and only Jason Jackson, the great duo of Eric Reed, and the coach, Tony Fiorentino. I'm Will Manso saying thanks for watching. We'll see you back here Friday night as the Heat visit Cleveland. We leave you now, though, with the final take.
Check it out, y'all. The point guard is my position. I'm like a coach on the floor, so you know I make good decisions. Peripheral vision, deceptive to most. Penetrate, kick it to the wing while staring at the post. Coast to coast, I can take you cause I'm smarter. Handle the rock like N1 or Sean Carter. Make it work harder because of my skill. Dealing out the assist, so my team gets a little thrill. I concealed the fact that I got D. Anticipate your mental and rip you like it's planned to be. I go behind my back, between my legs, crossing free. But don't sag off too much cause I can hit the 3. As you can see, I control the court. General of the fort, holding down the whole sport. For short, you can say that I go hard. Street baller, hardwood, smell the essence of a point guard. We do it for the love.